the importance of having this provision in the PSA, as it would prevent ExxonMobil from deducting expenses associated with other projects against the producing field. This is currently taking place in the Liza Phase 1 project. In the absence of a ring-fencing provision, ExxonMobil and its partners are deducting costs associated with the Liza Phase 2 and Payara projects against Liza Phase 1. In doing so, the already small profit to be split with Guyana gets even smaller. And in other news, the EPA undertaking of an environmental impact assessment for ESSO has been at times irrational and improper, and it does not comply fully with the requirements of the Environmental Protection Act of 1996. This is according to the written submissions that were sent to the EPA as part of the public consultation process for the proposed gas to energy project by Ms. Simone Mangal Joly, a distinguished Guyanese environmentalist. In her written submissions, Ms. Mangal highlighted a number of concerns relating to various aspects of the gas to energy project. The most crucial of these concerns relate to a misuse of the power conferred upon the Environmental Protection Agency by the Environmental Protection Act of 1996. And moving on. More than 6 years after Guyana discovered crude in commercial quantities, coupled with repeated promises by consecutive administrations to update the nation's archaic laws governing the industry, moves are now afoot to finally achieve that objective. Minister with responsibility for the petroleum sector, Vikram Bharat, is slated to, on August 3rd, present to the National Assembly the Petroleum Bill of 2021. The bill is aimed at amending the nation's 36-year-old petroleum laws, namely the Petroleum Act of 1986. Following the first reading of the bill in the House by the Clerk of the National Assembly, having been presented by Bharat on behalf of the administration for a first reading, the 65 members of Parliament are then given a minimum of a week before debating the proposed legislation and voting on same, or refer the proposal to a special select committee. In other news, 2 Venezuelan women yesterday morning perished in a fire at an apartment building located at 5th Street, Albertown, Georgetown. They were identified as 25-year-old Maria Lena Tesador Alonso and 44-year-old Maria Alejandro Patino Benjamin. The Guyana Fire Service was informed of the fire around 8:45 at the Vision Health and Apartment buildings. According to information, the firefighters had difficulty gaining entry to the building due to the fact that the apartments were heavily grilled. As a result, the firefighters had to break the grill door and the wooden door. An onlooker related that while the firefighters were struggling to gain entry into the building, screams for help could be heard from some distance because the 2 women were trapped inside. And now let's tell you, the National Assembly has on its agenda a motion calling for the government to intervene through various means, including amendments to the Liza 1 and Liza 2 permits, in addition to having the EPA demand compliance with regards to ExxonMobil Guyana and its routine flaring in the Stabroek Block. However, Clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs, in an invited comment yesterday said that the motion referred to was by an opposition member, namely Shadow Minister with responsibility for the oil and gas sector, David Patterson, and as such cannot be proceeded with until after the recess, which begins on August 8th. And to wrap things up this evening, I must tell you that 3 persons between Thursday and Friday allegedly broke into the meals kitchen of the Napi Primary School located in Napi Village, Region 9, and emptied a fridge that was stocked for a workshop breakfast. So far, 2 suspects, a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old, have been arrested while police continue to hunt for the 3rd person. According to police, the thieves are accused of stealing 2 whole chickens, 1 pack of sausage, 1 knife, 1 cutlass, 1 bottle cooking oil, 1 bottle nut butter, and 2 liters of squeezed lime juice, all valued at $11,820. The police report detailed that the items were purchased to make breakfast for the participants of a workshop which was scheduled to be held at Napi Primary School last Friday. Investigations are ongoing. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening. Coming up at 19:20 is the Glenn Lal Show. Tell it as it is. Do stay tuned.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Guyana, I have a question for you. Who goes into a business with a partner in which he gives you a limited time to verify the bills he's spending? Well,